Hey guys, what's up? It's the Merc here from Poolshed Games, and it's time for another episode of The Quest for Gaming at College. This time around, it's going to probably be a shorter episode than usual, because the RPG groups I'm in haven't really met since last week, Monday. Monday this week for D&D, we didn't get a chance to get together, mainly because our DM, one of his classes, threw a lot of homework at him, and he had to take the time to do that, which, that's college. It's the way it works. It's the way it is. It's also the reason that my Dystopia Rising group didn't get a chance to meet last Thursday. I just had a bunch of homework that I needed to do. I had books I had to read. I had assignments I had to answer. I was up probably until 1 in the morning working on homework, with distractions here and there along the way, because, I mean, it's my computer. I'm on the internet. I can go to Facebook, YouTube, whatever. But needless to say, neither campaign has progressed too far over the past week. D&D will pick up again next Monday, hopefully, unless homework or whatever should hamper that. So that's the funny thing about gaming at college. You always have to be prepared for things like that to happen. And you also need to, when you sit down as a group in the very beginning, make it clear that homework and just school, because we're all here, we're all paying to be here, is more important than the game. So if a player has homework they need to do, or like something they need to attend, it always takes priority over the game. The group can either press on without the player, or you can just put it off a week and meet the next time, or maybe try to find a different day to play on. But it's one of those rules that you got to sit down in the beginning, and I mean, it's pretty common sense, but sometimes it's just good to voice it. Tonight, my Dystopia Rising group will be getting together. We, however, lost a player. He had to pull out of the game because of his work study on campus, which means that it's not the biggest loss, because we were only we only played one night, and it was only for about 2.5, 3 hours. So we weren't so deeply into the campaign that losing a character will change and or affect things too much, which is a good thing. It's a downer that we lost the player, yes, but it's good that the campaign won't be adversely affected by it, all in all. So Dystopia Rising will continue tonight. Hopefully we're going to get a little bit into the actual adventure. Like, we did just a basic introduction thing, 2 weeks ago, and this week hopefully will be just the getting into the adventure a little bit, starting to set the scene, getting players to where they need to go. I know that we're going to quit probably a little earlier than usual, because this is the second rush week on campus. Last week was a rush week for fraternities and sororities, and this week is too. And a couple of the players in the group are going to some fraternity rush, which they're going just to see what it's like. So we'll quit a little bit early, and then they're going to go to that, which is cool, fine. Again, all part of gaming at college. You work around things. You find that schedules become very flexible when it comes to the game. And generally, as long as the game goes somewhere, you're pretty happy about that. The other thing I'm going to throw out there is there's a Rifts game that people are bantering around about on campus that might be a thing, might not be a thing. If so, I might look into joining that. I've never played Rifts, though it is a system I've been interested in, and I might pick up a rulebook for if I do play and I like it, just because it's the kind of person I am. I like to have my own set of the rules, just because that way I can kind of... It helps me to build a character. And I like to make characters, not so much that are efficient, but I like to make characters that make sense, and I know where I'm going from point A to point B with said characters. So that's a thing that may or may not be happening. Tomorrow night, down home, the group, the Lich Lord, myself, and one of our other friends, will be getting together to continue the Star Wars campaign we started back in the tail end of summer. I don't know if we're just going to be restarting that campaign because we lost one of our players, or if we will be picking up where we left off. Either way, it'll be interesting. I'm kind of tempted to bring the laptop and set it up in a way that we can see everyone, and maybe record some of the session, or record the highlights of the session, or record the whole session, cut it down into the highlights, put them together, and put a video up for you guys to see just what a night around the gaming table with the Lich Lord and myself and some of our buddies looks like, because everybody's RPG group experience is different. Even the groups I've been in college have been extremely different. The D&D group, the very first time we played, was silly, but not too silly. The second time around, the D&D group we had was pretty standard, which was good. I mean, we had just enough mix of silly and serious that things got done. This semester, the D&D group started off pretty silly, but I think we're kind of finding our way and getting more serious. And the games that I've ran for my other group of friends, there's always a good mix of silly and serious. Sometimes it's a little sillier than I would like, but I mean, it's a thing. I'm okay with it. And another friend ran Pathfinder, and his game was relatively subtle silly. So it's always fun to see just how different everybody's RPG groups are. And I'm hoping that if I can get this recording done tomorrow, which you're going to notice in this video, the camera has skipped a couple times. I don't know why it started to do that. Hopefully it's not a big issue. But hopefully if I do a longer recording, say tomorrow night, of us playing Star Wars, there won't be a lot of that going on. But I'd like to show you guys what a game night with us is like. I will say now, though, if I do it, there will probably be a warning / disclaimer with the video, because I mean, there'll be jokes, and there'll be adult content, namely in language or jokes or whatever. We'll try to keep it a little bit cleaner if I do record it to put it up on the YouTubes, but no promises there, because when you're having fun, you don't really think about what might be coming out and how it'll sound. So that might be a thing this weekend. If not, I think the Lich Lord and I are going to try to do a video of an unboxing. Well, not an unboxing, but kind of like what comes in the box with either one of the board games we have. I don't know what one, but it is Board Game Month, and I'd really like to feature some kind of board game to show you guys. So that'll be over the weekend or Monday at some point. But that's kind of all I have for today in the quest for gaming at college. And it was just a bit of a ramble, but I hope I wanted to tell you guys what was going on with the gaming up here at college. Talk a little bit about scheduling and how things are just so in the air when it comes to gaming here, and let you guys know that we were going to go do some gaming down home in the pool shed too. So I'm going to go. Hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you have any comments about D&D experiences or role-playing experience in general you've had at college, leave them in the comment section below. And we'll see you next time here at Pool Shed Games.